Even if you've seen it before, the ice volcano at Letchworth State Park is quite a sight. I visited it on January 30th, 2025. It's a beautiful location to visit in this extraordinary park in upstate New York. Like most people, I walked around to take in the sight. Later, I photographed it and took a selfie to share on social media. That way, my friends could consider the 60-mile drive southwest from Rochester, New York, to visit it. I also wanted to do something more to capture the beauty of this site so anyone near or far could virtually visit it. I also wanted to archive the view because, of course, the ice would eventually melt. I created a model and uploaded it to the site named Arrival.Space. This would easily allow anyone to use a web browser on a phone, computer, or within a VR headset to enjoy the area at any time. I then shared the link online. Surprisingly, few people took the opportunity to view it. A little confused, I suspected that people may simply not be aware of the ease of viewing this type of a model. Thus, I got the idea to make this video to explain it. To access the model, simply use the QR code. You can do this with your smartphone. Alternatively, you can open a web browser and go to the URL that is listed on the screen below the QR code. Yet another option is to click on the link provided in the video description. Once you load the URL in a web browser, if you're using a computer, this is what you will see. It looks like a video game where you are a character that can walk around the environment. You can use the W key to move forward, the S key to move backward, the A key to move left, and the D key to move right. You can also click and hold any mouse button and move the mouse to pan your view. On the computer, you can also press the F key to enable the use of the E and Q keys to fly up and down respectively. On a phone, the interface is simplified and you have a virtual joystick to walk around. Let's take a flight around the scene so I can show you the area before you navigate it yourself. I'd flown around a little bit before I hit record, so I've put us up behind the trees. Now, I never took imagery from this vantage point. I only was on the ground with a long selfie stick and an action camera. But despite that, the whole scene is reconstructed, and you can navigate around to a lot of areas that I never visualized with my camera itself. Here we're just kind of looking around. You can see the ice volcano there and the building. Now it's just fun to fly around and view this from wherever you'd like. It's almost as if you had a drone and were flying it around on site. That's of course not allowed here in a state park in New York, and I did not use a drone for this. You can see some vantage points aren't as clear as others, and I did concentrate imagery in and around the volcano and the trees, and so the imagery is viewed best in this virtual view from these kinds of angles. Now, I wasn't allowed to walk out on the ice either around this volcano, but the advantage of this virtual tour or virtual simulation is that you can wander wherever you'd like within the scene itself. It's pretty cool that the spray of water was even captured. It was a little bit windy and that was blowing around, but you can see that, and you can see even the top of the ice volcano a bit from better vantage points than I could see on site. So that's about it for this part of the tour. Next, I will show you what it's like if you want to walk around this space virtually in 3D using a VR headset. Opening the URL in a browser in my Mataquest 3 headset, this is what I see, and I can click on this Enter VR Mode. Once I click on that, it'll open the environment in the headset. So when I did this, I was recording it, but I was looking in my headset and seeing this in 3D as I was walking around. Here I'm only showing the view from the left eye because that's what I was able to record with the headset. So it's really quite amazing if you have a headset to be able to navigate the scene. You can walk around. You can use the joysticks with your Mataquest 3. Your left hand navigates you around. Your right hand on the joystick, you can turn your head left or right. But of course, you can just look around with your head itself, as you can in VR, and you can explore the scene. So it's really quite amazing to be able to kind of feel as if you're there on site. But if you don't have a headset, you can't do that. So I'm just going to cut this off here. I hope this little introduction to viewing an environment in Arrival.Space was helpful, and that you can appreciate the beauty of this ice volcano in Letchworth State Park near the Glen Iris Inn. Just use the URL or the QR code to come for a visit. Wow, if you're still here, here's a little bit of a bonus for you. So creating a scene like this involves imaging with an action camera because I couldn't use a drone at this park. This is a view through software called Agisoft Metashape, which is a traditional photogrammetry software. So it's a view of the surfaces of a meshed model that's vertex colored. All these little blue spots are places where imagery was taken. It's actually frames extracted from the video from an Osmo Action 4 camera in ultra-wide view, 4x3 view. So I extracted those frames once per second from imagery that covered almost 30 minutes of time walking around the area. Now, all the images here were used for this photogrammetry reconstruction, but I only used every other frame for the Gaussian Splatting model. Once I did the photo alignment in Agisoft Metashape, I exported the point cloud and the cameras and then processed them in the InRia software for Gaussian Splatting. Doing that, I processed each frame at 2400 pixels wide, and then took that Gaussian splat and uploaded it to Arrival.Space. So overall, if you have that kind of a setup on your computer, it's pretty easy to do this sort of thing. And Agisoft Metashape makes it easier to make sure that the camera alignment was good and provides you with better Gaussian splats. That's it. Thanks for watching.